Happy Friday, everyone. Happy funny Friday. I hope you all are doing well. I hope your week has been well and good. One brief update again. The service on Sunday is going to be on YouTube. We're not going to have a Facebook Live service. We will have it available on Facebook on Sunday at the right time. I will post that on Sunday morning. At around the right time. So around probably about 8:30, and then the service you'll be able to watch it starting at 9 o'clock. It's set to go at 9 o'clock, and I'll also send out an email as well too with that service. And again, thank you for the Synod for doing that. It's really nice to have sort of a week off, and then we'll be right back to it again next week. So I also wanted to give you for this week again for Funny Friday, I want to start by answering the riddle that we had last time. The riddle was, what can you break even if you never pick it up or touch it? Again, what can you break even if you never pick it up or touch it? And the answer that we have is a promise. At least that's the answer to the riddle that on this particular web page. So there was a lot of other good suggestions. So if you guessed promise, you did a good job. Or even if you guessed anything else, that's what we were going for, promise though. So thank you for all those who entered into that. A couple other riddles for you this week with our jokes. I'll start us off with some riddles. What goes up but never comes down? That's the first one. And what gets wet while drying is the second one. So again, the first one is what goes up but never comes down. And the second one is what gets wet while drying. So we got some jokes for you today. First one comes from a friend of mine who is a chaplain that I went to CPE school with. Her name is Mia. She said, a woman brought her very limp duck into a veterinarian surgeon. As she laid her pet on the table, the vet pulled out his stethoscope and listened to the bird's chest. After a moment or two, the vet shook his head and said sadly, I'm sorry, your duck, Cuddles, has passed away. And the distressed woman wailed, are you sure? Yep, I'm sure. Your duck is dead, replied the vet. How can you be so sure? She protested. I mean, you didn't even done any testing on him or anything. He just might be in a coma or something. The vet rolled his eyes, turned around, and left the room. He returned a few minutes later with a black Labrador retriever. As the duck's owner looked on in amazement, the dog stood on its hind legs, put its front paws on the examination table, and sniffed the duck from top to bottom. He then looked up at the vet with sad eyes and shook his head. The vet patted the dog on the head and took it out of the room. A few minutes later, he returned with a cat. The cat jumped up on the table and also delicately sniffed the bird from head to toe. The cat sat back on its haunches, shook its head, meowed softly, and strolled out of the room. The vet looked at the woman and said, I'm sorry, but as I said, this is the most definitively 100% certified dead duck. The vet returned to his computer terminal, hit a few keys, and produced a bill, which he handed to the woman. The duck's owner, still in shock, took the bill. $1,500, she cried. $1,500 just to tell me my duck is dead? The vet shrugged. I'm sorry. If you had just taken my word for it, the bill would have been $20. But with the lab report and the CAT scan, it's now $1,500. So hope you like those, and then I'm going to pull up the ones that the Halstead boys sent to me here. Oh, let me get to the right thing here. There we go. Just slow with the internet, so we'll see how long it takes for this to pull up here. And then Cindy had sent me a fun thing that I might post on the wall, talking about looking for the books of the Bible within a paragraph. I think I might do that for later this coming week, so I might do that. All right, so of course it takes forever to load, so I'm going to go over to the computer here and see. Okay, now I've got it pulled up here. Let's see here. I got to get down to the right ones here. Okay. What kind of car does a horse drive? A Mustang. That curtain is really holy. At least we know it goes to church. Why are spiders good at baseball? Because they can catch flies. All right, those are some good ones there. Let me see right now if I find any other ones really quickly here. So I hope your week has been going pretty well. I hope I I think the easy part right now is just sort of, I think a lot of us right now are sort of this the sense of right now is it's sort of just sort of weighing on us. So I hope at this point right now that if you need to talk to somebody, I hope you're picking up the phone and calling somebody just to hear their voice. I know for people that especially are extroverts at this time, this could be really hard because we're used to being around people, and it's really hard when we can't be around folks. And so I hope you take some time this week and do that. If you're feeling a little bit down or a little bit lonely, pick up the phone and call somebody, because I think it's important to do that. I think that's us just, and that's normal. I mean, we need to connect with one another. So yeah, I think if you're feeling a little low today, I hope the jokes helped a little bit. And let me find just 2 more, and then we'll call it happy for today. Let's see. This is a good one for all us horse riders. To be or not to be a horse rider, that is equestrian. But chink. Another thing that I think is funny, people say I'm taking it one day at a time. You know what? So is everybody. That's how time works. And finally, from Yogi Berra, the famous Yankees catcher, Little League is a very good thing because it keeps the parents off the streets. All right, everybody. Well, I hope you have a wonderful Friday. Take care. Remember, send jokes in for me next week. I'll have the answers again for the riddles that we had posted. Again, we'll be more frequent now with the jokes again because we don't have Good Friday. So again, every Friday we'll have some jokes, some laughs. Let me know what else would be helpful. What would be something to help you with your spirits on days when you're feeling a little down. Let me know what you want to do. Maybe we'll have people send in a short video of them telling a joke or telling a story or something like that we can share with folks. Well, I hope you all have a good Friday. Thank you for all that you do. And again, if you need something, don't hesitate. Give us a call at the church. Take care. God bless. And we'll see you for Sunday.